Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, I was deciding whether I was going to do this video or wasn't going to do it, but I decided to do it because, and what I'm talking about is Carlee Russell. Yes, Carlee Russell. Now, if you've been under a rock and don't know who Carlee Russell is, this is the young lady who was allegedly abducted in Hoover, Alabama, suburb of Birmingham, on last week. And she was mysteriously, quote, allegedly abducted. And the reason why I say allegedly is because, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. On last week, on 13th of July, Carlee reported after she had worked a shift at her job, a retail job, and she was going along an interstate, a very busy interstate in the Hoover area, and she called 911 to report a child, a 3 or 4 year old toddler walking by itself on the interstate. Okay. And she called the police, and she said that she was in the car, and she was behind the toddler, and the toddler was by itself, and this was like at 9:30 at night. And after that 911 call, she called a relative, and the relative, while she was on the phone with the relative heard her scream, and that is when the quote abduction occurred. So this girl was missing. I mean, the whole city went out trying to find her. I mean, white, black, Puerto Rican, everybody, they were like, okay, we got to find this girl. Everyone went out to find her. No success. Okay. But as mysteriously as she left, 2 days later, that Saturday, she appeared. She returned home, and not injured. I think they said she had a cut on her lip or something, but and when she went to the hospital, the police came to interview her, and she told the police that while she was looking out for this toddler, now she said that she followed the toddler 600 yards. Okay? Now, 600 yards is equal to 6 football fields. And that was kind of, if you're talking about a 3 or 4 year old toddler, he's walking straight off of the interstate for that long of a time. But it's just been holes in her story. But let me tell you what she told the police. Actually, and how I know about this is on yesterday, the Hoover Police Department, they did a special news conference to let the public know about their investigation, and to let them see that it's a lot of unanswered questions. It's a lot of holes in this story. And to sum it all up, it appears that this girl lied. Did a Jussie Smollett? Yeah. But her version of the story is she got out the car, and a man came from out the woods and abducted her, and forced her in a car. Then, when she knew anything, she was in an 18-wheeler, and she escaped from him, and then she was recaptured. She was took to a house. Now, this is all in the Hoover area. Took to a house where she was fed cheese crackers, and they stripped her. And she believed they took pictures of her. She was blindfolded, but she wasn't bound because they said they didn't want any scars on her arms. And then she was put in a vehicle, which she was able to escape. And she ran through the woods, which mysteriously she came to her house through those woods. I mean, she didn't know where she was, but she ran through the woods and was able to find her way home through the woods. Oh, and yeah, when she got back, she had, how much money she had? She had $170 some dollars in her sock. Yeah. Now, where did that come from? If the people made her undress, I would assume they would have saw that big lump of money in her sock and they would have took that, her abductors. But she had the money in her sock. So that's another unanswered question. Where was the money? Because, her purse and her phone and everything was found in her car. But she had on her person the money in her sock. Okay, so on yesterday, everybody was like, okay, what's going on? We haven't heard from, where was this girl? What's going on? So the police, to satisfy the public, they had to say, hey, this is what we found. We don't think there's any threat of anybody being abducted from this, because here's what we have. So they even went as far as the morning, wee hours of the morning when she was caught abducted. This girl was up at 1 o'clock in the morning Googling how to steal money from a cash register. And this is what the Hoover police told the public. She also was Googling one-way bus ticket. And she Googled Birmingham bus station. Also, prior to this abduction, they saw that on her phone, she Googled the movie Taken, which is about the woman being abducted. Yeah, right. Okay. And they also said that it was some more stuff that she Googled, which talked about her frame of mind, but for her privacy, they're not disclosing it at this time. Okay? They said at this time. Now, also, I must add that they have asked to interview her, to come to the station for them to interview her again, which her and her family has declined, saying that the trauma from the quote abduction, she's not coming. So that's why they told her, okay, if you don't come, we're going to do a press conference and let the public know what we found. And she didn't come forward. So now this is what they revealed, which is looking pretty bad for her. Okay. Also, they did surveillance from the time she got up that morning, what she did. Okay, she went to work. Now, after leaving work, they discovered that she stole some items. She concealed some items from where she worked. A bathrobe, some toilet paper, and some other things that they didn't disclose. Now, she stole from her employer. So if she thinks she got a job, she got another thought coming, because maybe if she hadn't reported this, they wouldn't have found out she was stealing from her employer. But now, if anything, she may have a theft charge. But anyway, after that, she went and ordered food. Then she went to Target and ordered some snacks. Okay. But now, once her family members called 911 and to say that they heard her scream and they found her car. Now, they found this stuff that she bought from Target, the snacks. But they didn't find that bathrobe and the toilet paper and the other stuff that she stole from her employee. Didn't find that. She took that with her with the abductors. So, I guess when she was abducted, she thought, well, maybe I'm going to get cold, so I'm going to take this bathrobe. So, I'll have something for when they, undress me, I can put on my... I don't know, guys. Okay? They found her wig, and they found her Apple Watch and her phone. I guess she said, now, I know if I take my phone, okay, they're going to know where I'm at. So she didn't have that. Okay? Now, this, like I said, this is a busy interstate. She was the only one to report a child, a toddler, a 3 or 4 year old on the side of the road, walking. Okay? Because, now, this is why I say this, because okay, if you're pulled over, that's going to make people look at your car. If you're pulled over with your flashing lights on, people are going to look over there, and people would have saw the toddler just like you saw the toddler, but no one but her reported a toddler on I-459. That was the interstate she was on. Okay? All right. Now, they also said that, let's see, I don't want to get ahead of myself. She had the robe on. But by all accounts, you see, and that's what they said, you see that there are some unanswered questions. It's a lot of holes in this story. And if this was me, I mean, why would you not want to be interviewed by the police? Look, I think she and her family owe it to the public to let us know what happened. I mean, a lot of people, guys, went out there doing private searches trying to find this girl. Okay? The community combined together and said, hey, you know how they always say, when black women get missing, they don't do the effort. They don't do the... Okay, well, they did the effort this time. Okay? And the police did a lot. I mean, they spent a lot of time on this case. And now you done got home, and now you saying, I don't want to talk to the police, so this is trauma, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, they done told you they want to interview you again. And this is not uncommon, because I watch ID all the time. So, to be re-interviewed is not, this is normal, okay? This is to let us know, especially with as many holes in her story that she has. And boy, people who know her, they've done TikToks, they're not painting a pretty picture of her. But even this, and even the police said at the news conference, this investigation is not over. They're still investigating this. And it's so similar to Jussie Smollett. I mean, it's so many holes in this story. And like I said, they've got that phone. And this is the stuff they shared with us. Who knows what else is on here? A lot of people theory is, I mean, they had a ex-FBI agent to come on, was interviewed. A lot of attorneys in Birmingham came on and gave their speculation of this. And, one person said, I think it was a rendezvous she wanted to have, and without her boyfriend knowing, and da-da-da-da-da, and they brought up something about Red Roof Inn. Hey, okay, so if she Googled a hotel, Red Roof Inn, I don't know how Red Roof Inn came into light, but guys, you do everything on their phone. Just like she was stupid enough, and even at her place of work, they saw where she was Googling stuff. At work, she Googled Amber Alert. Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert? And also on her phone, Amber Alert. So I don't know why she did that, because Amber Alert is for children, when they go missing. But I don't know. I don't know her frame of mind. I don't know. But, in this day and time, all the surveillance they had, it's just, something don't smell right, y'all. It don't smell right. And, after, this is why the police saying this investigation not over, because if these questions are not answered and it looks like this, and their investigation say, this girl done lied, I believe they're going to charge her. They're going to press charges against Carlee. So, and then her family came out and said, we will not be bullied. Bullied? Hey, the police are trying to get to the bottom of this, because they could have a kidnapper out there and it could be danger to the public, okay? And y'all talking about y'all ain't gonna be bullied, like the girl don't supposed to, sorry y'all. Don't supposed to go back and get an interview from the police. She, that's being bullied, because the police asking her to come to the station. We want, at that time she had just got back, and they had came to the hospital. Now they want her to come down to the station and give a report again. Because one thing about it, guys, if you lying, it ain't gonna add up. The same stuff that she told the police, she ain't gonna remember. But if you telling the truth, it's going to be crystal clear. So, okay, this was Saturday when she came back, when she was escaped from her captures. And it is Thursday. You see how long? And she's still traumatized that she can't go to and clear her name. Come on, guys. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. Some don't smell right. That's all I'm going to say. Some don't smell right. And, out of all, when I do my videos, I put it back to you. Press that comment button. And let me hear what you think about this. But, guys, I'm going to say this. I ain't saying she lying. But some don't smell right. And, it makes her look bad. All this stuff she did. Now, she done stole from her employer a robe, a bathrobe, all this stuff. And, and they trying to protect the privacy, I guess they said, now, we going to tell the public some of this. But if you don't come forward, we going to tell. They told us enough to let us know that she lying. That's how much they I ain't saying she lied. But they told us enough to see that this girl is lying. Okay. So, if she don't come to the police and conduct another interview, I'm sure they can make her come, because they can charge her. They got a theft charge right now that they can take her down to the station. So, I think it would be the best in her interest to go and talk to the police. And just come clean. That's what I think. Just come clean, because, baby, you looking bad right now. You looking bad. You making me look bad as a black woman. I mean, because, it's always been this way. And y'all correct me if y'all don't feel like that. I mean, if you're 50s and up, maybe 45 and up, but we was brought up. I mean, I know a lot of people, the younger children don't have this, but if you older and you were brought up and raised right, if something was on TV and somebody did something, that's the first thing you gonna ask, are they black or white? And then if they black, you be like, damn, they did that make us look bad. You know what I'm saying? And I still carry that now. I mean, and it shouldn't, because what you do is what you do, and that don't mean I'm gonna do it. But as a whole, it make us look bad. Now we're like, damn. When black women get missing, they don't put much effort in trying to find us, and now they didn't put all this effort in trying to find this heifer, and now she ain't talking to the police. Come on now. What y'all think? All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always important, be blessed, y'all.